channel. This is Mama Goddess's Space. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your spiritual journey. This message, let me get myself together first. All right. Okay, sorry about that. This message is for the sign of Gemini. So if you have Gemini anywhere in your natal chart, especially your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus, this message is for you. All right, Gemini, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that post notification bell button so you will be notified each and every time I upload a video or go live for your sign. This is a reading for your love and relationships for January 2025. All right, Gemini. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. We're first going to read for this single Gemini, and let's see what Spirit has for you. If you know a Gemini, go ahead and share this video with another Gemini and say, hey, listen, I think this is for you. All right, let's get into your message. This is for the single Gemini. This is for the single Gemini. Spirit, what messages do you have for the single Gemini? The single Gemini. You have attraction, love stories, wish granted. Please forgive me if you hear background noises. I am at home and living is happening all around me. All right. Wish granted. You have harmony, choose wisely, nurture growth, first blush, and looking back. Interesting, Gemini. All right, so let's start with that. Looking back. Here you go. Looking back. It says, missing the moments you shared together, nostalgic and reflection. Gemini, you may be looking back on a past relationship that you had, or somebody may be looking back at you in a past relationship and like, damn, I sure miss Gemini. Or you're like, dog, I sure miss them. I miss what we used to do. I miss what we used to have. I really feel like this is somebody missing you, Gemini. Hello. I really feel like somebody is missing you. But Spirit is giving you this choose wisely card here, okay, Gemini? It says consider long-term issues before you commit. Wait, compromise, and trust. And I really feel like you should not necessarily compromise, but I don't feel like this is the time for you to go back to that person, okay? You all made your disconnection for a reason. You all went your separate ways for a reason. And the person that you truly want will come into your fruition, but you need time to get yourself together, Gemini. Hello. You have this card that says winding roads. I don't know if you can really, it's backwards, but it says winding roads. Hey, focus. There you go. It says having a long way to go or taking many detours, many loves, complicated. And this is why you all went your separate ways in the first place, because they had too many options. They had too many loves. They had too much going on. Or maybe this was you. You had too much going on, okay? But either way it goes, and then to confirm, you have this card that says inferior, having a brief affair or a rocky relationship. Somebody was out there having too much fun. And this is why y'all went your separate ways. And it's okay to miss them. It's okay for them to miss you. But you know, we're not going backwards. It is what it is. Let's move on to calmer shores. Let's move on to something bigger and better. Okay. You may have had a great chemistry with each other with this card that says attraction. It says having great chemistry are able to manifest love, desire, power, and allure. And I feel like they had that allure, or you have this allure that makes people want to come back to you. But do know, Gemini, not everybody's supposed to be in your energetic field, okay? Not everybody's supposed to have the energy of you. All right, so know your worth during this time, okay? Choose wisely, okay? This is also that time too where Cancer is in, the full moon is in the sign of Cancer. Mercury is also in effect right now as well. So you may have somebody who might be trying to spin the block and coming back to you, Cancer. But this is, excuse me, Gemini, this is not the time to go back to those old feelings. Make sure that you are setting boundaries for what you want in your life. And if you feel like this person did you wrong and that there's absolutely no way for them to come back, make that be known. Say, listen, I don't even think we can be friends. You do you, and I'm going to do me. If this is a co parenting situation where you all have children together, we're just going to co parent. I'm going to do me, and you do you. All right? Take that for how it resonates. All right? Because they may even come back and be like, you remember when we used to do, remember when we had, yes, and that's all it is a memory. It is what it is. Move along. Because you do have somebody that you really want, that really wants you. You have this card that says wish granted. It says it becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. Magic, effort, and results. And then you have this card that says harmony. So you do have somebody who is coming back around, somebody who is wish fulfillment for you, somebody who is wish granted for you, somebody that you have been manifesting. Unfortunately, this past person wasn't it, and that's okay. You just wait for your right person to come along, okay? It says being in tune with each other and getting along, good rapport and easy going. And this is what you want. You want somebody who is easy going, somebody that you can get along with, somebody who can get along with you. Okay, Gemini? So it's somebody who's going to accept you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. With this card that says true acceptance, it says find strength in unique views and grow together, rare, enhance, and thrive. Again, somebody who's going to come along, who's going to accept you for you and not for what they want you to be. Okay, so keep that in mind when you are manifesting a new love for yourself. All right, Gemini. Okay, moving on to the Gemini that is in a relationship. And even if you don't want love, single Gemini, if you're not really looking for love right now, that's okay too. You focus on your money, that's okay too. The main thing here is to focus on yourself. All right, Gemini. For those of you who are single, focus on yourself. All right. What is the message do you have, or what message do you have for Gemini who is in a relationship? What is the message for the Gemini who is in a relationship? You got enhance, embrace change. Gemini, for those of you who are in a relationship, it says embrace change. That's a card that flew out. It says through challenges, true connections can flourish. Journey, growth, and shift. Embrace change, Gemini. Embrace change within yourself and embrace change within the relationship. You're all going to have differences of opinions. You're all going to have different viewpoints, and that's okay. You're all going to change, and that's a part of the relationships. You all have to change. You have to grow. You have to evolve, so embrace it. If this person may be acting different or doing something different than what they used to be doing, Gemini, it's okay. Allow them to change as you change. No one stays the same. If somebody is staying the same, that's a problem. Okay, but let's see. What other messages do you have for the Gemini that is in a relationship? Fluttering heart, plan ahead, sweet allure, rambling rose, protection, empowered love, and tenderness with distance at the back of the deck. Interesting. All right, so this makes sense for the embrace and change part. You have this card that says distance. Okay. It says challenges that create space between you, long haul and out of touch. The thing is, the challenge of change is never comfortable. It's never easy, but it is necessary. Okay. So if that is a thing for you, for those of you who are in a relationship, be sure that you have those conversations about expectations and about meeting each other where you all are at, okay? Because you have this card that says Rambling Rose. It says growing apart or getting some space to think, evolving and outsiders. If this is you, Gemini, you have allowed some outsiders to come into the relationship. Think about it. Stop. Think about it. Don't let it go too far. Okay, Gemini. Um, don't let it go too far. But I feel like I don't know. I don't want to say this because I'm all for relationships and everybody getting along and all of the things, but I gotta deliver the message. Okay. You have this card that says golden cage. Maybe for some of you, you are questioning the relationship, and maybe you're saying, you know what, we reached the end of the road and it's time for us to just go our separate ways. You have this card that says break free from stress and toxic relationships, escape worth and new path. Maybe, Gemini, this is a time for you to reevaluate your relationship, okay? Because right after you have this card that says unsure. It says questioning past actions and current decisions, doubts need time. And maybe this is you, Gemini, where you just need some time to think, or the person who you are with have said, I just need some time to think because I feel like everything is all up in the air right now. And if this is you, give each other that space to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you have time to do you. I'm gonna have time to do me because change is happening within us and we need to figure out what this is about. And if that is you, allow yourself time to grow, okay? It's all right. It's okay. However it goes, you'll be all right either way it goes. You have this card that says tenderness. All right. It says having a gentle spirit and being able to care deeply. Real deal and good match. What they say if you let a bird, what is it, a bird or a dove? If you let a dove go and it comes back to you, that means it's meant for you. Maybe, Gemini, you need to have this time for a separation just so you all can find yourselves individually. And if it's meant for you all to come back together, then you will. Okay, so take that into account. You have this card that says empowered love. It says, harness your strength and love with confidence, charm, steady, and solid. I feel like the love is solid between you two. You just have some growing to do. Growing pains, Gemini. You have this card that says protection. It says taking care of yourself as well as the relationship, self care, and sanctuary. And I do want to ask you this, Gemini. When was the last time you took care of yourself? When was the last time you did something for you? When was the last time you took yourself on a me day, a me date? And I'm not talking about going to the spa or retail shopping or anything like that because that's what we normally think of, like the material things. But when was the last time you just took some time to just sit with nature? That you just really took the time for yourself? When was the last time you just made yourself a snack and said, you know what, I'm gonna sit outside and just enjoy this time for myself? When was the last time you actually disconnected and got more in tune with yourself? I feel like, Gemini, you put a lot of responsibility and a lot of your everything into this relationship and lost yourself in the process. And this could be another reason for this change that is happening for you and in your relationship. You know what? It's like, I've been doing everything for this relationship, doing everything for this person, doing everything for this person, that person, that person. But when was the last time you did something for you? You're there for everybody else, but when was the last time you took care of you? And if this is you, Gemini, take that time. And if that person is meant to be for you, then they'll be willing to wait and come back, and you all come together with newfound information, with a newfound sense of self, and you can bring that into the relationship. Okay, don't be afraid to do that because you do, like I said, have a solid love between each other, but you also need to have a solid, steady love for yourself. All right, Gemini. You have this card here that says plan ahead. All right. It says prepare for a rainy day and stay flexible. Adapt, foresight, and invest. Gemini, invest into yourself. This is where it gets complicated. This is where it gets a little bit difficult for you in this relationship. To actually take a break. It's okay. You're allowed to take breaks. All right. Then you have this card that says fluttering heart. It says enjoy the romance and decide if you want more. Sweet, fleeting, and future. During this time of finding yourself, Gemini, who are in a relationship, during this time while you are finding yourself, determine, do I want to have more of this? Do I want to have more of this relationship? Do I want to invest more of myself into this relationship? Where do I see myself with this person in the next year, in the next 5 years? Do I see myself actually growing with this person? These are the things that you need to be thinking about, Gemini, as you, when you're taking your break and considering your relationship and considering yourself. And be honest with yourself, Gemini. Is this what you want? Is this a type of life that you want? Be honest with yourself and how you feel, okay? All right, that is the message. I hope that resonates. Um, I hope everything will be well for you, which I know it will be. All right. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that post notification bell button so you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video or go live for your sign. Thank you. Thank you so much again. And Gemini, if you haven't heard it already, know that I love you. You are loved, you are worthy, and you are worth it. Take care, Gemini. Peace.